We're not waiting for the lights to change here on the Lokar Show. We're pedal to the metal as we check out some of the latest creations on display at the SEMA convention. Like a camera, which isn't a real camera, but actually is, if you think about it.
Huh?
Welcome to another edition of the Lokar Car Show series, coming to you from inside the Las Vegas Convention Center. It is SEMA, 47 years for SEMA. Hi, I'm Kathy Fisher, and what a way to start the show. Telling you what, you just have some of the most beautiful designs. You, I think, have almost outdone yourself right here.
Well, I've been very fortunate to have some great clients that let me get creative. So this car has just absolutely been one of our very favorites. It's a beautiful 1965 Galaxy. It was actually in pretty decent shape. It was a white car, white top, red interior, and I wanted to play off of like a 60s theme of like the race jackets. It had the stripe down one side. I just had this burning, and this car showed up at my shop with a good client of mine, John Walker, and he says, "Dave, what do you think?" And I said, "I think that we need to change the chassis out. Let's make this thing a real rod and can get down the road, go around corners, but still look classic and have a nice theme." So he really let me get creative with it. I really appreciate that.
How about the motor under here?
The motor is intended to trick everybody. It's actually a brand new Coyote 5.0 with an Edelbrock E4 supercharger, but what gives it a unique look is we've used Troy Ladd from Hollywood Hot Rods adapters to basically put the coils underneath the valve covers, which are the old Camrys. So a lot of the old time guys look at this and, now where'd you get that intake for that Camry motor? It's like, well, that's not a 427 Camry, it's a 5.0. Huh?
I love your invention, and when it comes to the door handles, you've got them integrated into this car too.
Thank you. Yeah, this is actually one of our new styles. You have that classic chrome look, but it's smooth and shaved like most customs need to be.
What would you say was your biggest challenge on this car?
Definitely fitting the chassis underneath it, getting the tubs to fit, making sure that the back seat still fits, and John is 6'7". That front seat actually rolls all the way back to the back seat so that he can fit in the car comfortably. You could say it was a tall order.
I like that. Well, award-winning cars. What was the award you guys picked up?
We picked up a Ford Design Award for 2013. It was very much an honor.
Looking forward to seeing what you come up with next, and I know it'll be yet another award winner, and we're going to see plenty more right here at SEMA. When we're hanging out at SEMA, we are always looking for the coolest new ideas, new products, and I have found 3 really cool ones right here.
Yeah, well, all of our products have an ecological aspect to them. And so for the aero box, it's aerodynamics. We put the box in the back of the truck, not only for the aerodynamic improvement that we get by reducing the drag, but to provide a lot better access to your cargo. The other really neat aspect of this is it's portable. So you can really easily dock this out. It's got integrated wheels and you just roll it away.
Talking about customizing our bumpers here without having to put a different bumper on, or maybe we even had some damage to our bumper. It's a really easy way to fix it and have some fun with it.
This gives you the opportunity to customize a factory bumper. You can make it look like a camouflage or a carbon fiber or maybe a matte black. And that's not just a film on the existing bumper. We actually use a protective shell that we wrap, and then we're able to backlight that shell so that you can highlight your company, your favorite team, or your favorite DC Comics character, or whatever.
Well, we want folks to have a nice day when maybe they're hauling some gravel or some mulch. Man, that stuff just falls down in here. You've got something over here that's gonna fix us right up.
The gap shield is one of those inventions out of frustration. If anybody has carried loose materials like rock, pea gravel, mulch, and they drop the tailgate, it falls right through the crack onto their bumper and it causes all kinds of trouble.
It's a safety thing too.
It protects the people behind you as well as protecting your truck.
This gap shield is really easy to install. Everything that you need comes in the kit. And if we want to find out about all 3 of these products,
the best place is to go to our website, www.ecological.com.
And remember, it's 2 O's because it's cool. Came across a car that is absolutely beautiful. It's not the kind that we see all the time, and it's not just for show, it's for go. And Joey, you take this thing down the track, and of course, I love hearing that.
Yeah, we drag race it, we drive it on the street, rain or shine, and we're here representing Canada.
How long have you had this car, Joey?
We've had the car since 1986. My wife and I have done everything on the car, except for the paint.
What kind of time slips do you get?
With the old motor, we ran 1180s, 119 miles an hour with 165 60 foots on pump fuel. Now with the new motor, I haven't had it out yet. This is the first summer with this new motor. The old motor was a 472, this is a 532. We're really anxious to get to the track.
How much stuff have you kept stock on this car?
Everything is stock on the car except for the drivetrain. Body-wise, interior-wise, other than the cage. The motor's still a 1970 429 block. It still has Ford Motorsport heads on it. Differential's still the original 9-inch, just the internals have all been changed. I still run the stock 1970 Li springs in the car.
This car's not exactly a light car, is it?
4,200 pounds with me in it, so it's a big car. And the 60-foots are the best. It'll pull the tires, and it launches hard out of the hole. It is great.
Keeps you smiling.
All the time.
See, it does go to show you that you can take a car, keep it looking beautifully stock, take it to the track, and enjoy what the car was built to do. And we're going to enjoy more coming up. Lots of cars to show you on the Lokar Car Show series.
This edition of the Lokar Car Show is being brought to you by Lokar Performance Products. Quality, plain and simple. ARP, the world leader in fastener technology. Stage 8, the world's best locking fastener. Laser Starlight, power of light. And by Titan Fuel Tanks. When it comes to fuel, the more you have, the better off you'll be.
Hey, I told you we were going to see all kinds of interesting vehicles here at the SEMA show. This one, it's no exception. 1954 GMC Coe, and according to the owners, they put this thing together in 10 days. What we're seeing here in the back is a Cummins single turbo, 450 horsepower engine. This thing's lowered. It's on airbags. They get this thing all the way down to the ground. Fermented fruit, well, and the reason they came up with the name for this is because they used a lot of items from a fruit farm for this truck. Tons of fabrication on this vehicle. I can't even imagine putting this thing together in 10 days. When you take a look inside, I have to say one of my favorite things that I see, check out that accelerator pedal. Just at the right angle to make this Cummins go down the road. Little bitty touches that they've done all over this vehicle. Check out this exhaust pipe. Man, I wouldn't want to run into that thing. And all over the vehicle, you're seeing all kinds of jars that they're using for your running lights and things like that. Lots of thought has gone into this vehicle, just like many that we see here at SEMA on the Lokar Car Show series. Here at the BM Racing booth, hey, Ford guys, Mustang folks, you need to have one of these on your car. Extra capacity, better cooling, and so much more on this differential cover.
Plus we have the load bolts that help with the side load of the differential.
Want to talk about flex plates?
Yes, LSX is, as you know, coming into all the newer vehicles nowadays. It's a new power plants. We do have the flex plates to adapt to all those fairly new applications. They are a lot thicker than the factory ones.
Now we're moving over to something that BM Racing has for the Camaros.
Yeah, this is a new cast aluminum D-pan that we do offer for the current generation Camaros, and it adds extra capacity to the transmission along with the aluminum and the fins helping with cooling.
We want to get rid of heat? You guys have a full line of coolers here.
These particular ones we do have with the fans that you can mount in odd locations where there's not a lot of airflow, along with the other coolers we have up front you can put in front of vehicles.
Alex, we need to get the exhaust out.
We're expanding the line in 2014, not only into the old school stuff, but also some of the late model muscle cars. We're definitely going with the highest quality, therefore we're only going to do ceramic coating with an internal stainless steel construction. What we have here is the Super HP2, new to the Flowmaster family of mufflers. It comes with the ceramic interior construction, so it keeps the shell of the muffler very cool.
2014 Chevy Silverado is a really hot vehicle right now, and you guys are already on it.
With this system here, we include everything you need from top to bottom. Fully mantle bent, full stainless steel, lifetime warranty. Comes with all the hangers, all the clamps, all the brackets, everything you need to essentially bolt it yourself. And what's nice about this system is that you get 2 exit location options. You can either go duals out the side or duals out the rear.
Is this going to be an aggressive sound for this system?
Aggressive when you want it to be. And that's key because some customers can't stand interior drone, and we understand that. So what we did is we implemented the Super 50 SUV, which is a 3-chamber design. Comes with a built-in tuning chamber that really helps reduce the interior drone.
And remember, made in the USA. You want to check out the complete line of products that we've just shown you, bmracing.com or flowmastermufflers.com. It's not all about cars here at the Lokar Car Show. When we're roaming the halls at SEMA, Kevin, this is a nice looking Z71.
Thank you.
What year is she?
She's a 2002.
How many lift kit things do you have on here?
Altogether, including the tires, there's 12.5 inches of lift. With the tires, it's about 4 separate lifts.
Nice wheel and tire package on here.
Thank you. These are the Mickey Thompson Baja Claws. They're the 35-inch. I love them. They're not that noisy. And I've got the Ion bullet hole rims.
You know, we look at the front, you've done some stuff up here with the bumpers, and you've changed some of the paint too.
I did. I custom painted the gray plastics in black. I went with a black and white theme. I also had the step bars powder coated in white to match the vehicle.
Yeah, and I love the hood.
Thank you. It's a Dominator hood, again, painted to match the vehicle, and I actually had the front scoop part of it painted black as well.
It just blends right into the blade boots.
Yes, it does. Black and white for me, I love it.
Hey, you know, you can't say that there's anything, though, generic about this vehicle whatsoever. It may be black and white, but I love the way this vehicle looks, how it's sitting up high, and what is this I hear about how many more inches?
12.5 inches of lift.
And he's not done. Imagine that. He's going to try to go for more, and we're going to go for more coming up next on the Lokar Car Show series. Here at SEMA, it's about cars, it's about trucks, it's about being different and showcasing so many great things and so much hard work. And that's what we have found here, Tommy, this 1959 Chevy Apache. Why this truck?
Why not this truck? You know, this is a rare truck from Chevrolet. There was a few years where they had different body styles. This was just one of my favorites, and we found it at an estate sale a year ago. And this idea came to me to build this kind of a vintage shop truck for Pirelli tires. And so the execution is just flawless on this. You know, it's got the patina, the rust, and then all the new upgrades from all the SEMA companies here. I don't think this can be beat.
Although this truck looks like it was painted decades ago,
Yeah.
You just painted it last Wednesday.
Yeah, we just painted this, and we did a few other projects that everything is all truncated for SEMA, obviously. Some friends of mine from Halo Supercars, they put it together while we were doing some other projects. Then I came in and kind of as the art director wanted it to be this way, and I sanded the paint off where we wanted it sanded off, and now it's here in Vegas.
Good looking choice under the hood.
Yeah, the GM Performance LS3. The suspension's crazy on this truck. And throughout the next year, we're gonna take it on tour and do some of the good guys autocrosses with it and just really have fun with it as a marketing tool, you know?
That cargo unit back there is great. What's that all about?
That drawer from Cargo Glide was just the icing to the cake.
This is a great example of taking something old, adding together all of the new technology. You've got one fine ride. If your ride happens to be one that's way off the ground like this, man, you can do a lot of stuff with you folks from Iron Cross. This is a very popular bumper for you guys.
Yes, we're selling a lot of bumpers. It's winch ready, 4-inch LED lights, 1-inch D-rings, powder coated.
Or like on this truck, you can go ahead and order it raw and then have it painted.
Yes, painted to match. Looks good on 4-wheel drive trucks, lifted.
But not everybody has a truck that's lifted quite this high. So you've got something not on the market as of yet. Tell us about this new bumper.
A little more stealthy looking, not quite as big and bulky. It's got rectangle LED light holes. Looks a lot better on the truck that's not quite lifted. Be producing it real soon.
But Iron Cross also has a big selection of bumpers for the rear.
Now, these are 3-inch tube steps, 4-inch tube steps, wheel to wheel. We offer a powder coated black or polished stainless. We've got the Endeavor board, which is a little more OE looking with 6-inch oval. We sell this in about 5 different lengths. Polished stainless and black, and then a little more stealthy looking, the HD step. That matches our bumpers. It's the best looking step I've seen out there that fits that style of bumper, and rugged aluminum tread plate step. And then we've got our plus step, which is a drop down U-shaped step. I believe we're the only US 100% domestic manufacturer left doing this type of product.
If we want to find out about any of the products that we've seen here today, give us your website, Troy.
It's ironcrossautomotive.com.
Simple as that. Bolt those on and add a totally new look and functionality to your ride. There are Multitudes of beautiful rides here at SEMA, and some of them are just as beautiful on the outside as they are with all the cubic inches and the power underneath the hood. And of course, that's going to draw my attention like it did to this 2010 SRT8 and Li. You have left nothing untouched on this car. It's all beautiful power here.
Well, thank you. We've worked hard through different people to put this car together. Had a concept in my head, and we just accomplished it. It took 3 years to get it done, though.
What's sitting on top of that motor that's really eye candy? And I know that this thing's got a tremendous amount of power now.
Well, we customized it quite a bit. It's got a 2.8 Kenny Bell liquid-cooled supercharger. Of course, we started with a 426 Hemi 6.1 and just kept bolting things on until we got to where we wanted to be.
I love the one-off wheels.
We went with ADV1 one-off wheels.
And even though that the wheels and tires are bigger, this car's still been lowered, what, 1.5 inches?
Actually, it's been lowered 2.5 inches. Coilovers, MagnaFlow exhaust system on it, so it's got a good rumble to it.
As beautiful on the inside as it is out.
We actually took out the old faux carbon fiber, painted all of the accent black, put in a Hurst shifter, paddle shifters on the wheel.
And the back seat's missing. What's going on?
Well, we decided we wanted sound, so we put 3,600 watts of power in there. You sit in it, you can blow your ears off if you want.
Carried a little bit of the red from the outside to the inside, and you've got some lights in there.
We have a red package inside, red halos outside, and a full red body package underneath the car. So going down the street, we're either going to be red, or during the day, you're going to see the black bomb.
Well, what a lot of people are going to see would be the red tail lights on this car as it's blowing past them going down the street.
This edition of the Lokar Car Show is being brought to you by Lokar Performance Products. Quality, plain and simple. B&M Performance. Quality performance products that work. Hoof North America. Makers of IntelliSense, the smarter sensor. ARP, the world leader in fastener technology. And by Hurst, America's #1 shifter.
Welcome back to the Lokar Car Show from the 47th annual SEMA show, and we're here in Las Vegas finding some fine vehicles. Tony, we're here at the Original Parts Group booth. Tell us a little bit about this car.
Yeah, we purchased this car about 10 years ago for test fitting purposes. We were making some Buick parts, so we bought it. It was a good original car, but she was a little rusty. So we tore it down last year, and it went through about 11-month restoration over at JH Restoration, who does all of our cars. It's a unique color, but we think it's just beautiful. It's that tarpon green mist and an actually platinum interior that actually has a little bit of a green look to it when you're looking inside of it. Kind of a junior executive car, you know, in '68 when Buick was building these cars. They weren't that super high performance like a Chevelle, but they had a lot of power and they had a lot of comfort and really good features, and it drove really well. And I think probably one of the more unique features of the whole car is the wheels. Similar to what was on the '67 Chevelles, I will say that, but this is truly a Buick wheel and has truly a Buick center cap on there.
Tony, thanks for sharing this vehicle with us.
Thanks for stopping by. Really great to have you.
On this week's Lokar Lowdown, hey, if you've had a chance to see the '69 Lokar Camaro running around on the circuit this year, you have seen these handles.
Yeah, when we debuted them on the car, they were really cool, and it's been something that we've been fortunate enough to have a very good relationship with some of the professional builders, and one of the higher profile guys that are up and coming are the Goolsby guys down at Bessemer, Alabama. This was a product that they designed when they were working on our Camaro.
And this is something, you know, and I think about the Corvette that we have at home. We just reach in and we put our fingers in, you feel the little pad, which is right underneath the handle here, and pop the door right open.
It's the same exact situation. Matter of fact, they're GM switch. So they're weather packed, they're weather tight. You're not going to have any issues with that. They come either in polished or brush finish. You can paint the center like we did in the Lokar Camaro. The Lokar RS is painted that way. And these come with all the hardware you need for installation. And, you know, you're going to have to do a little bit of thinking and fab work to get them installed, but they're a good piece.
And a couple of other different applications here, too. We've got the different degree angles.
We've got a 10-degree angle, which you'll find on most muscle cars. We've got a straight back piece, which you could find fits most street rods and most pickup trucks.
And as you said, lifetime warranty, made in the USA. It's just another great product from Lokar. You can like them on Facebook, or if you want to find out about this product and so much more, just go to lokar.com. I think I know where I'm going to take my 2012 Camaro to, because she's looking pretty sad next to this one. John, 2015 Chevy Camaro Roadster. This is a concept car. What gave you all the ideas for this?
You know, we build a lot of high-end and exotic cars in my shop, and Jerry Calder, a customer of mine, and I were talking, and you know, we're like, you know, what haven't we seen, you know, on the new Camaro platform? And you know, a Roadster would be really cool. And so I doodled up a little concept drawing, and as soon as he saw it, he's like, all right, let's do it. It's got an LSX 376 motor with a D1 SC Pro charger. It's 727 horsepower. We got coilover shocks on it, so it lays down pretty low. Forge Line made us some really nice 6-inch lip rear wheels on here, and that helps because the car's actually 10 inches wider than a stock. You got the cool chop top, Roadster look, but then the thing is like, you know, ridiculous wide as well. The custom paint work on it is not real wild, but because we wanted to accentuate the body lines and stuff, so, you know, just a nice two-tone, and then, you know, we threw in the little airbrush lightning on there to add a little more attraction to it. You know, when we first cut the roof off and did the Roadster thing, I knew we were gonna have to have some sort of a tonneau cover piece, and I thought, you know, I want it to look like a speedster, you know, so the little speedster humps were a must. The thing motorizes open, so you can get into everything, all the Sony audio stuff underneath. But that part there alone was probably 300 hours just for fabricating that piece.
What gave you the idea for the exit on the exhaust?
If you look at a lot of the Lamborghinis and things like that, they have that cool center exit exhaust. And when you look at a big wide body car like this, it has that exotic appeal. So we custom made a billet tip for it. And we did run MagnaFlow exhaust all the way out the back, but then we brought it into that central output. We also put some orange LEDs around the inside, so at night, it looks like it's got fire coming out of the middle of it, so it's pretty cool. When you get, you know, good customers like Jerry and Rabina, a lot of times we can take a car to a whole nother level when you can do all those little touches and the extra things that, you know, a lot of people don't get to do.
We need a cage in here. We need to take this thing down the track.
Yeah, I think they'd be a little bit disappointed if we came to the track with this one with no roll cage. You know, we did big 16-inch Brembo brakes on it, so the top's on a dime and gives you change.
Just an example of another beautiful car, a lot of time, a lot of thinking, and some great innovation.
And finally, the Lokar Pick of the Week. This awesome automobile will be in competition for the Pick of the Year at the end of the season, a special December episode of the Lokar Car Show. What do you think will win? Stay tuned.